Hello everyone, my name is David, and in this short presentation I'll introduce you to Ansible, a powerful tool that helps IT pros automate their work. In this video we'll go over what it is, how it's used, and finish with a quick demo showing how it saves time and prevents mistakes. Let's get started. So what is Ansible exactly? Well, Ansible is a free open source automation tool created by Red Hat. It's designed to help you manage and configure multiple machines all at once. One of the best things about Ansible is that it's agentless, meaning that you don't need to install anything on the computers you're managing. It simply uses SSH to connect and run commands remotely. You control everything from one machine called the Ansible control node and use playbooks, which are simple text files written in YAML. These playbooks describe exactly what tasks you want to run, like installing software, creating users, or updating system settings. So what can you use Ansible for? Well, Ansible is used to automate all kinds of tasks, from setting up new servers to managing cloud environments and network devices. Instead of logging into each machine one by one, Ansible lets you manage everything all at once. It's useful for system admins, DevOps teams, and even network engineers working with routers, switches, or firewalls. Whether you're managing a few machines or an entire data center, Ansible helps you save time and avoid mistakes by keeping everything consistent. So here's a quick example of why Ansible can be so useful. Say, for example, you're a system administrator who's tasked with setting up a newly commissioned server and installing a baseline configuration. If you're only setting up one server, then hey, no problem. It wouldn't take an unreasonable amount of time. But now let's say, for example, you're setting up 10 new servers. Configuring each of these individually could take hours, and it's easy to miss a step or make a mistake. With Ansible, you create one playbook that says exactly what each server needs, maybe installing updates, setting firewall rules, or deploying software. Then you run one command, and Ansible pushes those changes out to every server at the same time. This is what makes Ansible so great. It's fast, reliable, and repeatable. Let's now take a look at a simple demonstration to show Ansible in action. And so diving in, as you can see here, I have two virtual machines already up and running. Over here is my Ansible server. As you can see here, Ansible is already installed. This right here will be our command node in which we will use to push our configurations over here to server 2. Since Ansible relies upon SSH, you have to make sure that you have OpenSSH server installed and running on your target machine. As you can see here, it's already been enabled and it's actively running. I also generated a key pair and shared it with server 2 to enable me to SSH in without the need for a password. And as you can see here, if I were to try and connect with server 2, it goes through without the need for a password. So let's go ahead and clear that out. One thing we can check on now is let's go ahead and take a look at our server playbook. Now right here, you can see it's a long list. There's a long list of tasks that you're able to perform and that we're going to be pushing over here to server 2. This right here, your hosts, you will see in just a moment. I will show you the significance of that, but that basically is where it looks to send this playbook. As you can see here, there's a number of tasks down below. This right here is the repository where it'll be getting certain packages from. You can see that it's going to be installing certain packages like Alpine, Nmap, wget, Apache 2, Subversion Get, etc. And we're also going to be enabling and starting services upon running this playbook. And if you go scroll further down, we have certain firewall configurations we're also going to be configuring on server 2, which will allow certain protocols to go through. So you can see here is that it's a long list of commands that, and the beautiful thing about Ansible is that instead of having to go in and individually code these out, enter these commands into either one or multiple servers, all you have to do is just write this out and then push it, and it does all the work for you. So let's go ahead and exit out. We can clear it. Important thing is that Ansible needs to know where to send this playbook when you run it. So if we nano into our inventory, as you can see here, the significance of the servers call. So any servers that you want this playbook to go to, you configure right here. As you can see here, this is the IP address of server 2. as well as your username and then the private key, which it'll be relying upon for authentication. So let's go ahead and run it. So here is the command that you'd use to run your playbook. And so if we go ahead and hit enter, of course you need your sudo password, and then it starts. It might take a little bit, and so I will go ahead and pause the video and we'll come back to it. So as you can see here, our playbook has finished running and all tasks have been completed. There are no red flags. One way we can double check that is by looking over here on server 2. I've already entered the system control status for Apache 2 just to double check. As you can see, it's enabled and actively running. I also double checked the services for our firewall to make sure that all the protocols that were configured are being allowed, and as you can see, they are. So everything's looking good. You can also double check to see if any of our packages, let's do Alpine for example, and as you can see, it is working perfectly fine. So with that, we'll call it a day. As you can see, Ansible can be beneficial to any organization and be extremely helpful to any systems admins or network admins out there. It can help save time, help save money, and definitely relieve stress. So with that, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. You all take care and have a nice day.